Hey, good morning, folks. Another beautiful morning here in Ontario, Canada. 5:30 a.m. on my way to work. And I don't know how many consecutive hot days we've had in a row, but I'm loving it. Apart from being humid and hot, it's obviously good weather for riding. Nice weather for riding, except for maybe in late afternoon, but in the morning it's warm. It's probably already 22 degrees. Yesterday it was like 30 degrees already at this time. So I don't know if you guys remembered in the past videos. I couldn't remember if I posted or not. Have to look. I mentioned about changing my my actual channel from Colin's Motor Vlogging Adventures to Highway Rumbler is what I came up with. I changed my Instagram, and yeah, I think it's got a nice little ring to it. Might do some of you sound tacky. That's okay. I could be a little tacky at times. So this is Highway Rumbler on his way to work, and I'm going to finish the second part of the video, the ride to the trailer, weekend of the 4th, which was last weekend, and that'll be part 2. And I'm going to try different things. Whether I post it with those things, I'm going to try to edit, because it's kind of hard to make things interesting if you don't have a whole lot of B-roll. And it's one thing that I got to wrap my head around, is getting B-roll and putting that into your editing part of the videos. Makes a huge difference. It makes things a lot easier. Like, the more video you have, the more pictures, and the more you can create a story and make it interesting. And obviously that's my goal, is to make it interesting and fun. And so I gotta get in the habit of making B-roll, or having more B-roll. And yeah, it's just new hobby, I guess, that I've been pondering at for a while, that I'm finally just, just do it. And also during the winter months, as you all know, I keep mentioning here, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and by my French accent you can tell that I'm obviously French. And yeah, so I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the B-roll. So I showed my daughter the last video, and she, your kids will be your biggest critique, when it comes to stuff like this. She immediately mocked my accent, and I said, well, I'm not going to change who I am. I mean, there's so many different motor vloggers and YouTubers out there that I follow that have all kinds of different characters, and you probably, or we probably point them out, or we notice them right away. But that's a natural it's a natural instinct, and it's about being a human being, and being different is all about. And so I'm not going to try and change who I am, and I'm not going to try and change how I talk and how my brain works and all that stuff. And I'm wired the way I'm wired, and I want to do these videos for fun, as a hobby. So I want to be as transparent, as real as possible, and talk about different things. I'm also considering starting a podcast, but I don't don't want to start anything I won't finish. So I'm gonna put some more thought into that. And the topic obviously will be based around my YouTube channel, which is motorcycle, and document my trips, and maybe have other people on the podcast. Invite people on the podcast and talk about different things. I listen to a podcast every morning, different podcasts every morning, and the one I found last week or 2 weeks ago was a podcast by called This Motorcycle Life, and my God, it's so good. The guy's obviously got a natural act for talking, and the topic he talks about and the people he interviews, very interesting. And it's all motorcycle or trip, like taking a trip, how passionate you are about riding and how you started riding and all that stuff, and different stories, and you find yourself, you can actually connect to a lot of these stories. And so it gave me the idea of maybe that's what I should do, is just talk about stuff like that and invite people onto the podcast. And anyway, it's food for thought at this point, but don't be surprised if that's out in the near future. I will let you guys know for sure. And on top of that, well, like I said, it's 5:37 now, on my way to work, and it's again another beautiful day. And if this is the first video that you guys watch of me, welcome to my channel. I'm fairly new at this. I've been dabbling in these videos and editing and for a little while. I've always dabbled with videos, making back in the day with the Windows Movie Maker, and then the Apple product iMovie. And I finally I pulled the plug on Final Cut Pro last week. Man, there's so many things you can do. There's talk about a learning curve, but it's all for fun. So I'm gonna keep making these videos, keep learning, make mistakes, and if there's any suggestions, just send me an email, put a comment down there. Any suggestions that I can have will help. Makes my life a little easier. There's no point putting stuff out there that people won't watch, or people don't think it's interesting. Should have put my shield down earlier. Noticed a bit of a wind. And with Final Cut Pro, I found that I can duplicate the vocals, so I have it stereo pair, or not stereo pair, but I wouldn't consider it stereo either. It'd be just another mono track, so it's a duplicate track, but it comes out of both speakers or earphones if you're listening on the earphones, so you're not kind of trying to turn your head or listen to audio that comes out of only left or the right. It's kind of not a natural thing. So I'm glad that the feature on Final Cut had that. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's early. There's nice orange skies. I gotta get these brakes done on this bike. Alright, well, I'll let you guys go for now, and I hope you guys have a great day today. And thanks again for watching. This is Highway Rumbler, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.